Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Rebirth, Octopus at the Beginning, Becoming the God of Cthulhu. Chapter 56. Some people heard women crying in the fortress, and some people disappeared for no reason, including soldiers patrolling at night. General Liu immediately told the three chiefs about the matter. Several chiefs, 21 personnel of our fortress disappeared for no reason at night, including 4 patrol guards. Oh, have you found any clues? Chief number 3 asked. Some people say. General Liu hesitated. If you have anything, just say it. Chief number 1 said. Yes, Chief. Some residents heard a woman crying from Villa number 7 at night, and the disappearance of the missing person started with the woman's cry. Villa number 7. This. Chief number 2 looked shocked. Because Villa number 7 is Miao Suning's residence, what is going on? Then everyone went to Villa number 7 to find out the situation. When they arrived at the villa, they found that Miao Suning and her daughter were safe and there were no accidents. This made several leaders feel relieved. At this time, Chief number 2 smiled at Miao Suning and asked, I wonder if you heard any strange noises last night. Strange noise. We went to bed very early yesterday and didn't hear any strange noises. Miao Suning and her daughter replied. Well, it hasn't been very safe in the past 2 days. Make sure you close the doors and windows when you sleep. Okay, thank you for your concern, Chief. Everyone left Villa number 7 and returned to the conference room to start investigating and monitoring. The 21 missing people all disappeared in the blind spots of the surveillance, and the same was true for the 4 patrol guards. However, they should work in pairs so that they can issue an alarm in time even if they encounter a situation. They should not disappear so simply. At this time, Chief number 1 said, unless they encounter something super powerful. For example, those level 4 beast kings are fully capable of killing 2 people before the guards sound the alarm. Number 1, are you saying that there are beast king level evolved beasts mixed into our fortress? Leader number 3 said in surprise. That's not clear. It's not necessarily an evolved beast. Just when everyone was confused, Chief number 2 suddenly said, no. Something's wrong. Number 2, what are you talking about? What's wrong? Number 3 asked. There was something wrong with Miao Suning and her daughter just now. Do you think that if the nearby residents heard the woman's cry, why didn't they just hear it? And Miao Suning is an evolver, which makes it even more suspicious. Chief number 2 analyzed. You mean that mother and daughter are cheating on us? It's hard to say. The disappearance of people started last night. This kind of thing would have happened sooner or later, but it happened after the Great Emperor and the Ox King left. There must be some connection. Chief number 2 continued. What he said immediately made several people in the conference room understand something. They are all smart people, and they can figure it out with just a few clicks. The statement made by Chief number 2 is the most reasonable explanation at the moment. Soon several people formulated a plan for Miao Suning and her daughter, called, luring the snake out of its hole. Soon it was late at night, and as people fell asleep, an intermittent cry of a woman could be heard again. Several chiefs and generals also stared at the surveillance video attentively. The woman's cries became more and more miserable as the night fell. At this time, a patrol team of 4 people deliberately walked towards Villa number 7. The 4 people also have positioning devices on their bodies, so they can know the other party's location even if they encounter uncontrollable situations. At the same time, long-range snipers are prepared in different directions in Villa number 7, and they can fire immediately if they find a suspicious target. The 4 of them were patrolling the streets as usual, but when they approached the villa, a cold feeling swept over them. Then the 2 guards flashed past and disappeared, and even the surveillance cameras found nothing amiss. The other 2 guards immediately drew their weapons and defended back to back. What the hell, get out here, the guard said. At this moment, a woman with disheveled hair appeared in front of the 2 of them, holding the heads of the 2 guards just now in her hand. The 2 heads were still dripping blood. This terrifying and strange picture shocked several people watching the surveillance. The 2 guards stopped talking nonsense and just took their machine guns and shot him. Da da da. The fire snakes kept pouring out, but the bullets were bounced off by the woman's white shield. Aha! This strange woman took away the heads of the 2 men again in an instant, and the 2 guards did not see how the other took action until they died. Bang bang bang. Several sniper rifles roared. These firearms were transformed by energy crystals, and their attack power was greatly increased. The strange woman's shield was cracked, but she ducked and disappeared from everyone's eyes. Chief, I don't think this woman is human, General Lu said with a cold sweat on his face. Nonsense, if this is a human being, why should we be afraid of evolved beasts? Number 3 said. Chief Number 2 said to General Lu next to him, General Lu, slow down the surveillance video 100 times. Just when this woman first appeared. Yes, Chief. As the surveillance video slowed down, only a few people saw how the woman killed the guard. When this woman strikes, her nails will suddenly extend and become like blades. With just one stroke of his hand, he cut off the person's head. The video was played back over and over again, and when the woman suddenly rushed up to him, Chief Number 2 immediately stopped it. Half of the woman's face appeared in the surveillance video, and only then did they realize that the woman was none other than Miao Sunning. How could it be her? Chief Number 3 muttered in disbelief. Several of their leaders have communicated with this woman many times these days, just to get closer to Lu Feng through her. I heard that this woman is a resident of the Number 2 fortress in the south. The Emperor rescued their mother and daughter and brought them back. But this shouldn't be the case. Chief Number 2 couldn't figure it out. At this time, Chief Number 1 took out a USB flash drive and handed it to General Lu. Xiao Lu, please play the video in this USB flash drive. Soon the video was played, showing Zhang Xiaoya and Qi Chu talking. From Zhang Xiaoya's words, we can know that evil spirits and strange things have appeared in this world. Appeared before the second spiritual energy resurgence. After watching the video, several people understood Miao Sunning's situation. So, this woman is possessed by an evil spirit? Chief Number 3 asked. It's very likely that's the case. Number 2 nodded. But we don't know how to exorcise ghosts. What should we do? Are we going to watch her continue to kill other people? Oh, we will send people to arrest her during the day. If it doesn't work, we can only kill her, Chief Number 1 said. At this moment, Lu Feng is undergoing his 7th evolution in the void plane. He had no idea what was going on in the fortress. Although he left a clone to monitor the situation in the fortress, how could he know about the outside world now that he was asleep? As he evolved, the void plane also experienced slight fluctuations. The original rubble began to slowly gather toward the center, and the purple energy in the plane began to fluctuate at a high frequency. If this development continues, void creatures will be derived sooner or later. The body of Lu Feng has grown again, from the original 666 meters to 800 meters. Moreover, a layer of purple runes appeared on his body surface, and this layer of purple runes covered his whole body. It was as if he was wearing a rune suit. The biggest difference between this evolution and the previous one is that his consciousness is not completely asleep, but has entered a dream. In the dream, he turned into a human body again, and then wandered aimlessly in the void plane. This feeling was like when he was dreaming about flying when he was a child, experiencing the thrill of flying while worrying about falling. How did I become a human again? Isn't this the void plane? Lu Feng muttered in his dream. He could feel a special sense of intimacy in this void plane, as if he were back home. The purple energy in the dream surrounded him, and his body slowly moved towards the center of the plane. Not long after, he saw a floating continent with many strange plants on it. He was somewhat familiar with the stones on this continent, which were just like the gravel floating in the plane. Could it be that those rubbles are what the continent looked like after it was broken? He saw that the plants in front of him seemed to be able to move, so he reached out and touched the plants. These plants suddenly began to tremble towards him as if they were being cared for. Now he was filled with surprise, and the dream felt too real, making him doubt whether he was dreaming or reality. Just when he was surprised, his body turned into a big purple octopus again. Moreover, there is a layer of purple runes flowing on his body surface, which is cooler and more mysterious than the previous void monitor. The screen turned to the northern fortress number 1. It was already noon in the day, and several leaders led thousands of soldiers to surround Villa number 7. At the same time, more than 20 snipers were placed on standby. General Lu bravely rang the doorbell of the villa here. After a while, Miao Sunning opened the door and asked with a smile, "Huh? General Liu, what do you want here? General Liu was already sweating on his forehead at this time. He had watched what happened last night carefully. The beautiful girl in front of him was a murderous demon, and several of his soldiers died in her hands. However, he still pretended to be calm and said, Miss Meow, because you have violated the rules of the fortress, you have to come with us, and your mother is also included. Violating the rules of the fortress. General Liu, did you make a mistake? My mother and I have been staying at home these days and haven't done anything illegal. We will judge whether there is a mistake, and we hope you will actively cooperate. At this time, Miao Suning's expression slowly changed from innocent and cute to gloomy. Then what if I don't cooperate? As she changed, a cold feeling swept towards General Liu. General Liu immediately jumped back, and then shouted to his side, do it. In an instant, 10 evolvers wearing ruined combat armor rushed forward, with weapons of various shapes in their hands. Just when the 10 people were about to attack Miao Suning, a piercing scream shook them away. The eardrums of the soldiers who were nearby were cracked by the screams, and blood flowed out. General Liu was the closest, and his eardrums were also shattered, but he shouted again, second team on. This time, 20 evolvers held one-shot laser guns and started shooting at Miao Suning. Countless laser bullets flew towards her position, but they found that it was only her phantom that was hit. Damn guys, you all have to die. Ah, a shrill voice came from Miao Suning's mouth. Only then did everyone realize that she was already standing on the roof of the villa, and white mist began to emit from her body. Bang bang bang. Dozens of sniper rifles rang out, instantly shattering the protective shield outside her body. Then she glanced at everyone coldly, and then ducked into the villa. General Liu on the side raised his right hand, don't even go in. Move back and exit the white mist range. Now the entire villa number 7 is surrounded by white mist. The white mist spread to 2 meters outside the villa and stopped. General Liu did not dare to let his men touch the white mist easily, so he could only observe first. After observing for a long time, everyone found that the white mist did not continue to spread, and they felt relieved. An Evolver team member came to General Liu and asked, General, what should we do next? General Liu gritted his teeth. Wait. Arrange 4 teams to take turns watching here. Once they find her coming out, they will attack immediately without holding back. Yes, General. General Liu did not dare to act rashly in response to this strange situation. Since the other party is shrinking now, just keep an eye on her. Now this fortress is suffering from internal and external troubles. After the people learned that there was something terrifying and strange in the fortress, a large number of people left the fortress. There are many ordinary people among the people who left this time, and they can no longer see the hope of the fortress. It is better to go out and find your own way than to wait for death in the fortress. ... The 7 days passed quickly, and all the bases in various countries around the world were breached. Even the small gathering places of humans were wiped out by the evolved beasts. Currently, this fortress in the Dragon Kingdom is the only one in the world that has not yet been breached. But the number of people in the fortress has increased from more than 300 million at the beginning to more than 20 million now. Half of them are still troops. Several leaders looked at the declining fortress, and they had no choice. No one knows how many people who escaped here will survive. At this time, in a forest within the Dragon Kingdom, 12 beast kings were gathering together. They are currently discussing how to deal with the northern fortress number 1. Golden Eagle Emperor, according to you, that human fortress is not only guarded by a colorful bull emperor, but also protected by a royal octopus group. A giant statue asked. What, don't you believe what I say? The golden eagle looked at it dissatisfied. Seeing that the two of them were about to quarrel, the fairest turtle king began to persuade. The elephant king is indeed what the golden eagle king said. I also participated in that battle. If it weren't for those emperor-level octopuses, we would definitely be able to attack that place in one fell swoop. A human fortress. After hearing what the turtle king said, the elephant king nodded silently and did not go to the golden eagle king again. Then with our strength, we should be very confident in dealing with that fortress now. Even those octopus tribes can crush them. A snake king with eyes said. Then what nonsense are we still talking about here? Let's quickly destroy this last human gathering place, said a white giant bear. The Golden Eagle Emperor thought for a while and felt that with their current lineup, they could defeat those Imperial octopuses, so they agreed to attack together. But before attacking, the front row boys' cannon fodder must be gathered together. There were not many humans left in Northern Fortress No. 1 at this time, and they had to concentrate on preventing Meow Sunning from escaping. Reporting to the chief, there has been no abnormality in Villa No. 7 in the past few days. The white fog there remains the same. Chief, what should we do next? General Liu reported to the three chiefs in the conference room. The chiefs are also undecided at this time, but if they keep letting things go, something will happen sooner or later. But they don't understand this kind of weirdness at all, let alone its weaknesses. If the forced attack has no effect, then the gain outweighs the loss. Let's observe it for a few more days and see. Chief No. 2 said helplessly. Yes, Chief, and this is the information we recently investigated. General Liu took out another piece of information and handed it to the chief. Several people quickly read the information, which recorded the recent situation in the Dragon Kingdom. Except for this fortress, all other human fortresses were breached, and very few humans escaped. In addition, the beast herd has gathered again and seems to be heading this way. Alas, what is supposed to come will come eventually, so let us stand on guard for the last time. Chief No. 1 sighed. Everyone fell into silence again. The screen came to the void plane again. Lu Feng also slowly woke up from his deep sleep. He felt that not only the basic attributes of his evolved body had increased a lot, but he also had a strange feeling. Then he observed the changes in his body. His size became larger again, and the surface of his body was covered with a layer of purple runes. His sensing range has also been expanded from 100,000 kilometers to 500,000 kilometers, but this sensing range is nothing to the void plane. Then he started to check the property page. Open black lens bracket name. Lu Feng close black lens bracket. Species. Lord of the Void. Bloodline. Mythical level, superior. Gender. Male. Age. 2 months 20,000 years. Status. Infancy peak stage. Weight. 1,200 tons 2,000 tons. Power. 12,000 tons 20,000 tons. Speed. 6,666 meters per second 9,999 meters per second. Defense. 2,000 tons endurance 5,000 tons endurance. Spirit. 15,000 20,000ths normal humans are around 50. Skills. Excellent level color changing camouflage, excellent level deadly poison field, excellent level energy laser gun, excellent level flash technique, excellent level phantom clone, excellent level death whip, super death, ray, advanced energy confinement, void teleportation. Talents. Advanced energy regeneration, energy manipulation, detection technique, excellent level precognitive induction, excellent level spiritual eyes, advanced mental distortion, full ability amplification, advanced psychic, control, transformation. Energy points. 55 million. Woohoo. Take off. Lu Feng was ecstatic in his heart. In this evolution, his attributes have doubled, and his bloodline has also been upgraded to the mythical level. I don't know what the next level of bloodline will be. The second is that all his skills and talents have been improved, most of them from super to excellent. At the same time, I gained a new skill and a new talent. His original, energy absorption, talent evolved into energy control, and those skills and talents that were upgraded to the excellent level also added certain attributes to the original ones. The most outstanding ones are the excellent phantom clone and excellent phantom eyes. The number of excellent phantom clones has been increased from the original 18 clones to 36, and each clone can inherit 3 main skills. This skill is his signature skill, and the improvement this time is still huge. As for the illusion talent of Eye of Spiritual Illusion, he no longer needs to use his eyes to release it. As long as his mind touches the other party, he can be pulled into the illusion. His current sensing range is 500,000 kilometers, which means that his thoughts can be released at will within a range of 500,000 kilometers. In this way, you can pull the other person into your illusion from an extremely long distance without anyone noticing. It is simply a must-have skill for traveling as a monk. Referred to as Lao Lu talent. Then he used his mind to check the properties of energy control. Talent name. Energy control. Talent type. Auxiliary. Talent introduction. Can control all energy in the world, improve energy control and conversion efficiency, can absorb energy actively or passively. The efficiency of active absorption is twice that of passive absorption. Good guy. In the past, this talent could only be used actively, but now it can also be used passively. No wonder his energy points have been growing since he woke up. He remembered that before he evolved, he had 149 million energy points. After using 100 million, he should have 49 million energy points left. The extra 6 million energy points should be absorbed passively. Awesome. Finally, there are his newly added void teleportation skills and transformation talents. Skill name: void teleportation. Skill type: active auxiliary skills. Skill introduction: consume your own energy to open the space door to the void and perform any teleportation. Isn't this just a return to the city spell? However, the energy of the void plane is much higher than that of Blue Star. If you want to accumulate energy points, it is faster to practice in the void plane. Immediately, he set his expectations on the talent, transformation. The meaning of this talent can be known from the name. In the past, Lu Feng had watched many movies and TV series about monsters, and the big monsters above usually had the ability to transform. They can transform into humans and walk in the world. This is the talent he looks forward to most. Talent name: transformation. Talent type: active auxiliary talent. Talent introduction: you can select a race that is not higher than your own level in advance to transform. Currently, you can choose one species to transform. It cannot be changed after selection, and you can switch back and forth between the original species and the transformed species. It's a pity that I can only take the form of one species. Lu Feng sighed slightly. It would be nice if I could change my form at will and there were no restrictions. As for what he wants to become, the biggest tendency is to transform into a human being. This transformation talent should be released first. He is not in a hurry to use it yet. After checking all the talents and skills, I looked at the contents of the backpack. Now there is no body of the evolved beast in the backpack, only 3 bottles of system potions are left. After looking at his mythical advanced bloodline, he suddenly had the urge to use the bloodline enhancement potion in his backpack. Let's see what the next level of bloodline looks like. As for the other 2 bottles of potion, he is also thinking about using them together, otherwise it will be useless if they are kept in his backpack. Just do it. Open black lens bracket ding. You have used the bloodline upgrading potion. The original mythical level higher bloodline has been upgraded to the true god level lower bloodline, and all of your basic attributes have been improved. Close black lens bracket. Yoshi. It turns out that the next level of bloodline is the true god level. Lu Feng said in his heart. Then he checked his various basic attributes. Open black lens bracket name: Lu Feng, close black lens bracket. Species: Lord of the Void. Bloodline: true god level lower level. Gender: male. Age: 2 months 50,000 years. Status: infancy peak stage. Weight: 1200 tons 5000 tons. Power: 12,000 tons 50,000 tons. Speed: 6,666 meters per second 9,999 meters per second. Defense: 2,000 tons. Endurance: 10,000 tons endurance. Spirit: 15,000 50,000ths. Normal humans are around 50. Skill: no change. Talent: no change. Energy points: 55.5 million. Except for the speed attribute, which has not changed, other basic attributes have more than doubled. Then he used the skill enhancement potion on the skill excellent phantom clone. This skill is one he uses all the time and helps him the most. Open black lens bracket ding. You have used the skill upgrade potion, and the original excellent level phantom clone skill has been upgraded to unparalleled level phantom clone. Close black lens bracket. It turns out that the level higher than the excellence level is called the peerless level, which is interesting. Let's look at the changes in this skill first. Skill name: unparalleled phantom clone. Skill type: active combat skills. Skill introduction: use 1 tentacle to condense the clone. The clone has 1/3 of the basic attributes of the real body and can inherit 4 skills of the real body. Currently, 72 clones can be condensed. As expected, another skill inheritance was added, and the number of clones doubled again. In this way, he can rely on his clones to fight the enemy in the future. If there is an existence that even his body cannot defeat, he will just run away. If you encounter someone with similar strength as your main body, use your clones to kill them. Now I can become an army by myself. And it's the kind of army that can be copied infinitely. I wonder if you're afraid of it. Then he used the talent enhancement potion. Open black lens bracket ding. You have used the talent enhancement potion, and the original energy manipulation talent has been upgraded to advanced energy manipulation. Close black lens bracket. Why improve this talent? You must know that development is the king. After improving this talent, his energy point accumulation speed will increase, which is equivalent to shortening his evolution time. Talent name: Advanced Energy Control. Talent type: Auxiliary. Talent introduction: Can control all energy in the world, improve energy control and conversion efficiency, can absorb energy actively or passively. The efficiency of active absorption is 3 times that of passive absorption. Sure enough, the absorption efficiency was improved, and his passive absorption was also improved. Open black lens bracket ding. The host passively absorbs void energy, and has been converted into 50 energy points. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. The host passively absorbs void energy, and has been converted into 50 energy points. Close black lens bracket. ... Passive absorption beats once per second on average, while active absorption can be increased to 3 beats per second, adding 150 energy points each time. If he only uses passive absorption, he can increase 180,000 energy points in an hour, which is 4.32 million in a day. If you take the initiative to absorb it, it is an exaggeration. You can get 38.88 million in one day. It was much more efficient than he used to obtain energy points. However, this is the case of absorbing energy in the void plane. If you return to Blue Star, the energy points obtained every day will be much lower. But Blue Star has many opportunities and treasures, such as spiritual rain, energy crystals, etc. This is something that doesn't exist in the void plane. After doing all this, he started to grow and evolve directly. Open black lens bracket ding. Will the host use 10 million inches energy points to grow to adulthood? Close black lens bracket. Yes. ... Since he evolved to level 6, the energy points required for each growth are no longer so exaggerated. Only 1/10 of the evolutionary energy is required. After spending 30 million energy points, his size grew to 1,500 meters. This was more than double his previous size, and a terrifying sense of oppression followed. If the creatures in Blue Star saw his current appearance, they would definitely tremble in fear. Then he checked his property page again. Open black lens bracket name: Lufeng. Close black lens bracket. Species: Lord of the Void. Bloodline: True God level, lower level. Gender: male. Age: 2 months, 50,000 years. Status: peak period. Weight: 5,000 tons, 5,000 tons. Power: 50,000 tons, 50,000 tons. Speed: 9,999 meters per second, 9,999 meters per second. Defense: 10,000 tons. Endurance: 10,000 tons endurance. Spirit: 50,000 50,000. Normal humans are around 50. Skill: Unparalleled Phantom Clone. Talent: Advanced Energy Control. Energy points: 25.5 million. At this time, a strong sense of hunger came, and he immediately began to actively absorb energy. Fill your body with energy first. After several hours of energy absorption, his body was now emitting a strong purple light, and his hunger gradually disappeared. After sensing the situation in the void plane again and finding that there were no special changes, his consciousness came to the crack in the statue. At this time, there was no one in the temple, and the door was closed. It seems that these aliens have not come back to hold bloodstains during this period, and it is time to return to Blue Star. He immediately broke off his tentacles and began to gather a large number of clones. Soon, 71 clones appeared around him, and 1 clone remained at the crack in the statue. It's time to go back and show off. Ahem, it's time to go back and see everyone. Then he activated the skill, void teleportation. A purple energy gate opened from the void. This gate was tens of thousands of meters in size. His body seemed small in front of this door. He filed in with 71 clones and returned to Blue Star. What awaits him will be a huge change for Blue Star. The familiar aura energy surged toward him instantly, and his perception of the energy became more subtle at this time. What rubbish spiritual energy! Ha Tui, Lu Feng said in disgust. After absorbing the void energy, he felt like chewing wax on this low-quality spiritual energy. If Ling Qi was conscious, he would otherwise despise Lu Feng's attitude. He was extremely enthusiastic about others before, but now he has become so disgusted. What a scumbag! He was currently at the bottom of the East China Sea. With the arrival of him and 71 clones, the creatures in this sea area began to flee here. The terrifying pressure alone killed many first-level evolved beasts. He immediately sensed the changes around him, then put away his pressure, and disappeared into the seabed in disguise. At this time, he could sense most of the Blue Star range, and many things he had never seen before appeared in his senses. These include evolved beasts and mysterious creatures. What happened to the fortress? Lu Feng asked in confusion. He sensed that great changes had taken place in the current northern fortress number 1. First of all, the population had become much smaller. What's more, he didn't sense Zhang Xiaoya and Captain Fang. The most important thing is that Villa number 7 is shrouded in a thick layer of white fog, and his senses cannot penetrate it. Although his cooperation with Fortress ended, this huge change left him unable to react for a while. I've only been away for 7 days and I'm already completely different. You guys really don't make people worry. In order to understand the changes in the fortress, Lu Feng took his clone to the sky above the fortress. As he got closer, he could feel the weirdness here more and more. Villa number 7 is surrounded by heavy guards, and there are a large number of evolution team patrolling nearby. Looks like he's ready. Secondly, there are not many residents left here. It was obviously very lively here a week ago, but now it has become like this. He immediately sent a message to Chief Number 1. What happened here? Why is Villa number 7 like this? A consciousness like a god was instantly transmitted into the head of Chief Number 1. He was shocked at first and then felt happy in his heart. Sure enough, the Emperor did not really abandon them. Great Emperor, are you back? Well, tell me about the situation here. Chief Number 1 calmed down and then described in detail what happened in the past 7 days. I see, then I have to take action to solve the problem of Villa number 7. In addition, a large number of beasts have gathered 1,000 kilometers to the west. Depending on their condition, they will attack this fortress in the next 2 days. Lu Feng said. Great Emperor, what do you think we should do? Chief Number 1 asked uneasily. This is not simple. If the beast tide is coming to attack the city, then just abandon this place and escape. After all, do you people still care about these external things in your life? The Emperor's idea is indeed unique, but I am a bit over the top. Only then did Chief Number 1 remember that the country was invaded by foreign enemies decades ago. They dispersed from the cities to the countryside, and finally surrounded the cities from the countryside and won the final victory. As long as people are around, everything will happen. Immediately, Chief Number 1 summoned the top management of the fortress to discuss the development strategy. He wanted to disperse the humans in the fortress and disperse them to various places for development. In this way, mankind will have more hope, and the chance of the Dragon Kingdom's revival will be greater. Lu Feng doesn't care about these things. Now he just wants to see what is going on with Miao Sunning. From a good human being to a weird one. He controlled this clone to fall from the sky and came to the sky above Villa number 7. PFF'd. An energy laser shot out from the clone's eyes and hit the door of the villa. With a bang, the door and nearby walls all shattered, and even the covering white mist dispersed. After the bombardment ended, the other party was still not seen. At this time Lu Feng became a little impatient. Come out, don't force me to use violence. At this time, a female figure slowly walked out of the villa. She looked up at Lu Feng's clone and smiled coldly. Detection technique. Name: Miao Sunning, Weird Demon. Type: Human and Different Dimension Demon, Level 5. Gender: Female, unknown. Status: Seizing and occupying. Weight: 100 pounds unknown. Power unknown. Speed 500 meters per second. Defense 500 tons. Open black lens bracket. Spirit 3000. Close black lens bracket. Skill unknown. Talent unknown. After reading this guy's attributes, a surge of anger arose in Lu Feng's heart. You're taking advantage of me while I'm not around to take her away. It can be seen from the attribute page that this guy's level is not low, at level 5. What a weird devil. I will kill you today, Lu Feng said angrily. The two just looked at each other, and the giant octopus that the strange devil looked at also felt worried in his heart. This giant octopus has obviously reached the 6th level of the Emperor. Even if he is a 5th level demon, he is no match for him. Moreover, this human body has not yet grown up, so it is basically impossible to defeat the opponent. At this point it was already thinking about how to escape. However, in order to make the other party use the rat weapon, you can deceive the other party. Great Emperor of the Abyss, I know you want to kill me, but you have to think clearly. Killing me is equivalent to killing this human being. Haha. A terrifying voice came from Miao Suning's mouth. This is an extremely sharp and cold sound. Oh, really? Let the damn thing die for me. A purple ray descended from the height of the fortress. This was his original, death ray. Directly attacked the opponent's soul. The demon shouted in disbelief. It never expected that the opponent would launch a direct attack without any scruples. And it also felt the oppression of Lu Feng's body at the moment of death. After a few seconds, Miao Suning slowly fell down, and the thick fog in Villa number 7 slowly dispersed. As for her mother, she had already been eaten by the demon. The nearby guards and evolution team became excited when they saw Lu Feng's tentacles. Great! This horrible mystery has finally been solved. Everyone cheered. But Lu Feng felt a little disappointed in his heart. It was really hard for his former classmate and crush to die in his own hands. But he can be regarded as avenging Miao Suning and her daughter. Extraterrestrial demon, right, from today on, I swear to kill all this clan, Lu Feng said angrily. Then he sent a message to an evolver next to him. I'll leave the aftermath to you, don't let me down. The evolved person broke into cold sweat when he heard his message. Yes, I won't let you down. After receiving the other party's response, he controlled the clone to stay away from the fortress. Since his return to Blue Star, he has sensed the outbreak of strange and mysterious creatures in many places. He even sensed a few level 6 evolved beasts. If he hadn't evolved so quickly, he would have been caught up by other evolved beasts. And he doesn't know what other terrifying things exist in those undetectable locations. He can no longer understand this Blue Star. Thanks for watching, please like and subscribe.